Hi, Gemini-Cancer. Welcome to your timeless energy check-in. I am just going to go ahead and get your incense lit here for you all. And I hope that this live finds you guys well. Hopefully in the best spirits and the highest vibration possible. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in. And for those of you that might be new, this might be your first time watching me, this is a timeless look into the cosmic energy that is guiding, supporting, influencing you in this moment, okay? Whenever you do find this is when it is truly meant for you, okay? Now, mind you, you could have Gemini or Cancer somewhere in your chart. You could be born during the Gemini-Cancer cusp, right, as the sun transitions from Gemini to Cancer. Or something about the energy of this reading might call to you, okay? All of those are signs that there is something here, or will be something here, that may resonate with you, okay? Feel free to watch any of the other videos here on my channel, as again, they're all timeless. And since we are pretty much all of the zodiac signs, anything can truly resonate with anyone. Okay, don't limit yourself, but do what your higher self is guiding you to do, all right? Before we get into our grounding and gratitude moment, I'm going to just do a quick pre-shuffle, okay? I'm just going to see what I can pull, what I can sense, and your energy field before we get the cards out. Then I'll sound my singing bowl one time. We'll allow that sound to travel and dissipate. And once it does, I'll do a quick prayer and we'll see what you guys got going on, all right? Let me get myself adjusted here. All right, for Gemini Cancer, what could be going on here for Gemini Cancer? Important energy here for Gemini Cancer. I just heard major. Either there's like a major difference in something, whether it's like a difference in your own energy. Maybe you're sensing a major shift in someone else, someone that's connected to you. Or there's just a major something happening here. Gemini Cancer for you. Something that might be big, okay? I almost get that it has like an air of it being kind of unexpected. Like, this is huge. I never thought so-and-so would do this. Or, right, I never thought I would get past this certain thing or not feel this anymore. It feels something like that. Gemini Cancer. Something that you're expecting. I just heard expect. You might have expectations around something that might be blown out of the water here somehow, some way. Like, you're expecting one thing and you get more than you bargained for, but in a good way. Not so much biting off more than you can chew, but really almost having like humble expectations, but getting like a grand result, okay? I also get that there might be some sort of test. Some of you might have like a test. Maybe you're in school. Maybe this is a spiritual test or something like that. But I do feel like it's like major that you've passed it, or that you've, how you clear this test or clear something out, or the results of something are major. Again, more than expected. All right. I'm going to go ahead and sound my singing bowl, y'all. Go ahead and do whatever gratitude and grounding practice feels right and best for you in this moment. And we'll get started. Almighty Creator, my ascended ancestors, and all holy angels, I thank you so much for being here with me and with the Gemini-Cancer cusp collective of energy here on YouTube, or any of my soul tribe members that might tune into this reading. I thank you for clear guidance around whatever planets, houses, transits, aspects, zodiac signs, or elemental energies might be guiding, supporting, or influencing Gemini-Cancer energies in this moment. And what's most important for Gemini-Cancer and my soul tribe to know about these influences. We thank you so much for your clear and concise guidance, for your grace, your love, your mercy, your protection, the peace that you bring, and your presence with us in this moment. We love you, and so it is. All right. Gemini, Cancer. Yeah. Something you either were expecting is going to turn out better than expected. I keep hearing that expect. Maybe you guys had low expectations for something, and then it turns out, being, again, something higher than that, or getting more than what you bargained for. There's something like that there. Tell me more here, Divine. Tell me more about Gemini Cancer's cosmic influences in this moment. Thank you so much. Cosmic energy for Gemini Cancer. Okay, you've got Pluto in transformation. Absolutely. Absolutely. Vibration of 11. That's what I mean. It's like a major transformation. Something, again, works out better than you expected. Maybe you've been under some sort of transformative process with Pluto, really digging into your subconscious energy. I do get this feeling, though, Gemini Cancer, that there's something that maybe once bothered you that doesn't bother you anymore. It's like you've transformed from that. You've transcended that energy. Something you were maybe very cold, very rigid about. Something that, again, maybe you said to yourself at one point, I'll never get over this, right? Like, I'll always feel this type of way about this situation towards this person. I get that that might be melting here, or melting off, or shedding off of you. Pluto connected to that Scorpion energy, also to sacral chakra energy, by way of being connected to Scorpio. This could be some emotional layer, okay, for you, Gemini Cancer. Some heavy emotions that maybe are dissolving, literally like right before your eyes, or again, there's going to be some sort of situation that Gemini Cancer would have responded in a particular way, or would have made Gemini Cancer feel a certain type of way, where those feelings just don't come up, and not from a numb space, but from a very much so like I've transcended that. So congratulations to those of you who feel that energy. 11 might also be an important number for you. It is a master number, so we won't break it down in this reading. You've also have the 12th house and escape, okay? Piscean energy, natural Piscean energy, but depending on where the Gemini and the Cancer resonates for your natal chart, okay, your 12th house could be important. So whether that be Taurus is your 12th house, or Gemini being your 12th house, okay? Vibration of 36 breaking down into a 9. Yeah, this was like a cycle that you either couldn't escape, or again, you felt like you would never escape. Wow, Gemini Cancer, I feel like this is a very powerful moment for you. You've escaped some sort of karmic cycle, some sort of karmic wheel that you might have been on for a while. You've transcended it. You've transformed it. Whatever that karmic cycle was circling on, centered on, trying to get Gemini Cancer to see. You kept landing back at this one moment, not ready to see it yet. You keep going back around until you land back into the center. Not ready to see it yet. I get that type of patterning here with some sort of emotional behavior, some feeling, an emotional situation, or some sort of connection that created a lot of emotions for you, maybe a lot of negative emotions at one point. or a particular situation that made you very cold or guarded towards something. Excuse my pupper if you can hear him in the background, okay? Vibration of 36, breaking down into a 9 again, okay? So some sort of cyclical energy. What other cosmic vibrations are here guiding or influencing Gemini Cancer in this moment? Ooh, your North Node. Wow, Gemini Cancer. You could have a Piscean North Node. Okay, you could also have a Scorpio North Node. For those of you that do not know about your lunar nodes, essentially, your North Node is the energy that you're in this particular lifetime to ascend towards. Your South Node would be the energy that you once held in a previous lifetime. So I am someone that believes we live multiple lifetimes, not only just through life and death, but also within a lifetime, okay? But there's something here about you've escaped your South Node energy, meaning whatever lessons you came into this lifetime needing to learn, you've learned them here, which then pushes you to evolve and ascend more towards your life's purpose. So you're doing good work here, Gemini Cancer. I feel like I have to tell you that. You're doing really good self-work. To not necessarily run from and find some sort of escape from a transformative process that I feel like your soul needed to go under. Not running from it, facing it head on, which is allowing you to activate that North Node energy. Okay, so for those of you that maybe don't know your lunar nodes, you would want to check out the Western astrology or the tropical calculation for your natal chart. That's linked in my description box. It's absolutely free. You don't have to sign up or anything like that to get the information about your natal chart. These are just two different calculations, Vedic and tropical, that I find to be very accurate, okay? No affiliation. I don't get paid off of it. I just put it there for you guys as a resource. Because whatever your North Node position is, you're headed there. You've escaped the karmic cycle and the karmic wheel, and now you're ready to ascend and expand into your life purpose. As opposed to, again, like I saw with the spiral, getting back to the center, okay, no, I'm not ready, still not learning it, coming back out and around, zeroing in back on it, still not ready. You know what I mean? I think you guys have done that enough. Some of you, this karmic cycle has to do with family or has to do with some sort of environment that you were rooted in. Fourth house, Cancer energy, right? That's you. This might have familial ties to it, right? So maybe this is learning the lessons that your parents didn't, or your great-grandparents or your ancestors struggled with. You maybe being that chain breaker for your bloodline or your lineage to be able to have the opportunity to ascend beyond a pattern. Vibration of 41 with the North Node here in this particular deck, which does break down into a 5. So again, major changes, major transformation. Beautiful, beautiful energy here, Gemini Cancer. I really do feel like you guys owe yourself a pat on the back, because it does feel like this 12th house energy of karma, of, again, ascension. It's tough to get through. It's very, very tough to get through. It's tough to navigate. But you've done that. Just beautiful. So overall, then, what is the most important energy for Gemini Cancer to be aware of when it comes to their cosmic influences? Thank you so much. At the bottom of the deck. Divine, bottom of the deck. Let me know when to stop. Okay. Yep. Void, of course, moon. What was missing? And again, the moon connects to your subconscious energy, your emotional body, the water within you. Some of you were very pulled to do this soul work, almost like the moon pulls the tides, right? Something emotionally was either pulled out of you by a certain event. Maybe Gemini Cancer, you've done a lot of work on your own energy centers and you've now been open to that pull. You've cleared something here, though. I feel like that's what's important for you to really focus on, or really kind of soak in and sink in. Vibration of 52 breaks down to a 7. So this was destined for you to experience, destined for you to achieve in this lifetime. It was something that was missing from your lineage, and or again, it's something that was missed in a past lifetime. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Gemini Cancer, this is powerful. Okay. I'm just going to arrange this out. Let's pull some tarot on this, yeah? Because you know what? I will say this. As a reader, and I've been using this particular Black Moon astrology deck for a while now, right? Well over a year. And every time this 12th house energy of escape comes out, it's usually somebody trying to avoid their own karmic patterning, avoid learning what they need to learn, kind of being stuck in a little bit of like a la-la land, or again, trying to ignore it, not really seeing the reality of a situation and using the imagination to escape the reality of something. But I don't get that at all. I feel like this is like a rare moment, even for me as a reader, where that it feels like, no, like Gemini Cancer escaped, like you got out of that cycle and that patterning. Okay. I do feel like Pluto is moving into its next zodiac sign, and I'm blanking on which one it will be. I feel like it's a fire sign. I want to say Pluto's moving into Aries. Maybe don't quote me on that, but that's what I'm sensing and that's what I'm feeling. So there'll be a lot of transformation around the self, around the I am, around how we present, around how we see who we are, connect with who we are, affirm who we are. So those of you that have been really doing a lot of positive self-affirmation work or self-actualization, you might start to see the benefits of that or the results of that come the top of the year. Okay, more or less leaning towards February and March. Okay. All right. Tell me more about Pluto, the 12th house, this north node, and the void, of course, moon here for Gemini Cancer. What does Gemini Cancer need to know about Pluto, the 12th house, the north node, and void, of course, moon? Page of Wands, this is good news. This transformation is a positive thing. It's a good thing. Okay, for some of you, this could be someone tied to you as well. Maybe you get some sort of message from them that kind of shows a different side of them, and or you just feel like this person's different. How they connect with you, how they're talking to you, it's just different, right? They've maybe gone through a major transformation here. Tell me more about the Page of Wands and this Pluto energy. Whoa. 5 of Wands. Okay, tell me more about the Page of Wands, the 5 of Wands for Pluto. Oh. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I really do feel like where there is a situation, again, 5 of Wands, where some sort of challenge, some sort of obstacle, some sort of external opposition would have had Gemini Cancer either conflicted, nervous, maybe even slipping into some sort of avoidance. Like, I don't really want to face the confrontation. I don't really want to deal with that, right? Like some sort of sensitivity, I feel like that was really blocking you from having a sense of peace. Having a sense of peace. I feel like with the Page of Wands and then the 5 of Wands, it's like you're able to look at that 5 of Wands energy for what it truly is. Something that's kind of minuscule and petty. And you're able to maintain some level of optimism here with the Page of Wands. It's a very optimistic energy. It's like, yeah, it's facing whatever challenges maybe do come your way from a perspective of I can and I will and I am, right? I can do it, I will do it, I am doing it, right? Like I'm going to face it head on. I'm going to be brave about it. I'm not going to run. That really just sets you on this whole new course, Gemini Cancer, again, towards your North Node, towards your life's purpose. So tell me more about this transformation here for Gemini Cancer with the Page of Wands and the Five of Wands. Boy. Okay, that's way too many. That was cup energy. I believe it was the Four of Cups and the Seven of Cups. So again, something that, yeah, come on now with the Eight of Cups. Something that would have left you feeling very emotionally conflicted. Yeah, look at that, the Moon. Something that either had you deep in your emotions or brought out a lot of heavy emotions. It's like you finally detached enough from that energy, Gemini Cancer, where you can let in the light of optimism, right? You don't always have to be in some sort of dark energy around something anymore. It's like I've detached, I've transformed whatever emotional trigger that was, whatever hold those emotions had on me, right? With the Moon. Now, with the Five of Wands, that could, again, it's external energy and external opposition. This could be people who maybe knew, Gemini Cancer, how to get under your skin, how to get you to doubt yourself, how to get you to be emotionally confused or disoriented. That I feel like, again, no more, no longer. So tell me more about this escape. What has Gemini Cancer escaped from? Page of Swords. Yeah, again, I do get there's just this petty energy. Whether you're dealing with petty people or maybe your own pettiness here, I don't know. Tell me more. Yeah, King of Swords. Aquarian energy. So your 12th house could definitely be air. So yeah, maybe for some of you, you're more on the Cancer side of things with the Moon here. So your 12th house, if you're going based off, like, let's say you're a Gemini Cancer rising, okay, or a Cancer rising, your 12th house would then be Gemini. Queen of Wands. So something would either have you really deep in thought, deep in your mind, or again, it's like something with... It's... How could I say that? I feel the energy of Gemini Cancer no longer being trapped in the mind, no longer having some sort of cyclical, linear, logical thinking around something, and really activating the spirit, really leaning into spiritual energy. With the Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands knows how to read the energy of any environment she's in, and I only say she because it's a queen. It could also be a masculine energy. Take it how it resonates. She's very, very energetically sensitive. Fire, right? Like one gust of wind one way, one little shift here, she's responsive. Which also allows the Queen of Wands to see into the underlying energy or the subtle energy around someone's words, because you do have the Page of Swords and the King of Swords, someone's thoughts. And with the fourth house kind of coming out originally as the bottom of the deck, energy for you. This Queen of Wands and this King of Swords could be parents or some sort of guardians or elders that you had some sort of, I just heard the word like allegiance, some sort of allegiance to. And again, yeah, with the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords, this is energy, an energy dynamic that can be very volatile, right? Like I said, wherever the wind blows, the fire will go. If it's not under control, if it's not tempered. So it's this, it's almost like this is like a generational pattern here, Gemini Cancer, where that sensitive nature, that sensitivity might have been exploited or looked at as, I don't know why I get kind of like funny, like it's almost like this King of Swords might get a kick out of getting a rise out of the Queen of Wands. So some sort of learned behavior, maybe again, Page of Wands and the Five of Wands. Maybe this is a lesson or a pattern of, because the Page of Wands can be kind of flirty. Maybe this is like, you might attract people here, Gemini Cancer, that flirt with you by trying to get a rise out of you, trying to kind of cause some sort of tension or conflict, or they challenge you a lot, right? But it's somehow their idea of a love language. And or this, again, could have been your behavior. Maybe, again, because you saw some parent do that to the other, or that's some sort of relationship dynamic that was presented to you that you just subconsciously, again, with the moon, absorbed as, oh, that's what love is, or that's what true connection is, or that's how you connect with people, by kind of ruffling their feathers a little bit. I think, again, there's some level of that you've transformed out of. You've detached from. 8 of Cups. You've walked away and released. Because I feel like that energy didn't get you the results that you wanted in relationships or connections. So then that's where the 7 of Cups and that 4 of Cups energy would come in. Being confused about, well, why does this not work? Right? Or why am I always attracting this type of energy? Why do all of my partners or friendships feel okay with doing that? Yeah, some of you guys have been doing like a really deep dive. Really, really deep dive on your own emotional patterns. And you've connected it back to some sort of relationship dynamic that was mirrored to you. Okay, tell me more about this North Node and life's purpose. What's the life purpose here? Yeah. Come on now. Relationships, connection, kindred spirits, friendships, partnerships. You were meant to overcome this relationship pattern, Gemini Cancer. Yeah, there's the 4 of Cups, exactly. Because you know what? It just doesn't do it. Like, there's something about it that, to be honest, I feel like it was never really satisfying. I think it just was a subconscious behavior. Like, someone might have brought this up to you. Page of Swords, right? Pages are communicators, they're messengers, they're also students. Someone might have brought this up to you, Gemini Cancer, like, why are you always so combative? Or why do you always, you know what I mean? Like, why do you flirt like that? Or why are you like this? And it's like, I get for some of y'all, Gemini Cancer, I don't really know. And then that's what maybe set this whole spiral, right? 12th house. I never really realized that. Then you get to the root of it. Oh, there was some sort of relationship dynamic that I'm mirroring. And or that you're used to dealing with. So then that's what kind of energetically you put out there, that you're okay with that energy. When maybe deep down you really have never been. I do get there was a sensitivity. So like if you were a child that was raised under this type of relationship dynamic with your guardians, it never really sat right with you. Do you know what I mean? It's like that might have been something, I don't really like how they do that, or, you know, I just don't like that energy. And then you grow older, and then maybe you find yourself in relationships, in connections, Two of Cups, that mirror that same dynamic. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, how do I get to the root of this, and how do I change this? Because Four of Cups says, I'm dissatisfied with that. There has to be another way. There has to be something more than just this. Tell me more about the Two of Cups and the Four of Cups for this life purpose for Gemini Cancer. Ooh. Okay, a couple things flipped out here. Come on. Come on now, y'all, the Lovers. Exactly. So your life purpose here, or part of your life purpose, is to do things differently. 10 of Pentacles when it comes to the family dynamic. Boom. You're meant to build it differently. You're meant to have different types of connections and kindred spirits and relationships. You're meant to relate to people in a new way. So some of you, your North Node could be in Gemini. Okay, or some water sign. Yeah, meant to do it differently. I was trying to see if there was anything else, but I feel like we've touched on it, right? The Fool. You're meant to have a new beginning in this. You're meant to jump off the cliff. You're meant to take a risk in doing it differently. It's almost like the Fool here in this card is like talking to the people it's traveling with, saying, hey, I think I'm going to go this way. Where the normal patterning is to go in the opposite direction. No, I really do feel like there's something more beyond this cliff that I need to go explore, or that's where I need to go. Like I said, for a lot of you guys, you've transformed out of some sort of life debt, some sort of karmic cycle or karmic debt that you incurred or attained from a previous lifetime. And you've done good work. Again, Gemini Cancer, this is beautiful, beautiful energy because you've done the work. And now you get this new beginning to head towards your life purpose, which is to have loving, not combative, not volatile partnerships and relationships and connections. That will stand the test of time, 10 of Pentacles. And hopefully, right, this will now be the new emotional patterning for the generation to come after you and the ones after them, right? It's like, that's what I mean by you were meant to break the chain here and do something differently, the Fool energy. Okay, so tell me here, Divine. Ultimately, what's missing with the bottom of the deck energy? What is missing here, or what was missing? Because I feel like I want to say what was missing, like in past tense. What was missing here for Gemini Cancer when it comes to this energy dynamic? Bottom of the deck. The Hermit, the introspection, the awareness. That's deep. Some of you could be a Virgo moon. Okay, I don't know, that might be important somehow. But the Hermit, what was missing was the moment of solitude, or really doing the work to go within and discover some answers. To shift it. Ooh, to shift it. That's what was missing. The introspection. Wow, Gemini Cancer, that's huge. That's huge. 5 of Cups. And then the 4 of Swords. Yeah. Like I was saying, making peace. Something that I get that you even came into this world not necessarily being settled on or peaceful with. This is what I mean. This could be, again, some sort of relationship dynamic where it's like your parents engage each other like this. Your grandparents do the same thing. Everybody kind of deals with each other in a specific way that I really just feel like didn't sit right with Gemini Cancer. It didn't sit right. So you took the time to kind of face it. You took the time to really look at it. Page of Swords, Page of Wands, right? Really analyze it, learn from it. And ultimately with this Five of Cups, it's like, allowed yourself to let it go, especially with the Eight of Cups here as well. You allowed yourself to let go of the pattern and not just say, well, that's what everyone else is doing, so I'm going to do it too. You dared to be different. You dared to do it differently. Or to say, you know what, from here on out, I want something different for myself. That takes a lot of courage. That takes a lot of guts. So again, congratulations to those of you that find yourself in this energy. Because it does feel like with the Four of Swords, it's like whatever emotional trauma, emotional pain that maybe came with that type of combative Five of Wands dynamic doesn't get passed on. It stops here with you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and see what might be the highest energetic outcome. I feel like we've maybe kind of touched on it, but now that you've broken this cycle, what can you look forward to? What can Gemini Cancer look forward to now that they have broken this cycle here, Divine? Thank you so much for this beautiful reading for Gemini Cancer. Now that they've broken this cycle, Divine, what do they have to look forward to? What do they have to look forward to? Truth. Living in truth. That's powerful. Very powerful. Tell me more. Thank you. Fulfillment. Right. Exactly. And I get that that's on an emotional level. No longer settling for what's always been. That really never felt right to you in the first place, Gemini Cancer. Understanding and allowing yourself to be fulfilled in new ways. In different ways. Understanding what true fulfillment really is and what it really looks like emotionally. What else? What else does Gemini Cancer have to look forward to now that they've broken this cycle? Okay. Yeah, openness. Again, with the moon imagery, it's like this level of sensitivity that is no longer maybe shunned. Maybe that's even the thing. It's like maybe the misunderstanding around the power of sensitivity, right? Don't be so sensitive as might be something that you've heard growing up. Or that might have been the energy, right, between the people around you. It's like now understanding that that openness to the subtle energies, that openness to your emotional body is something very powerful. Nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to change. Only something to embrace. Okay? So then what does Gemini Cancer need to focus on now that they've broken this cycle? Community. Yeah. Focus on building the relationships that offer you that emotional openness, that give you that kindred spirit energy, that support the new within you, this new emotional behavior, this new patterning, and building community from there. Yeah, you got change. Whoa. And enlightenment. Yeah. Once you're enlightened, it's like the Fool energy. Once you start, you can't really go back. Once you fall off the cliff, you know, you're going there. And then you got forgiveness. So maybe that's another key part of this as well. Okay? Kind of want to pull that out there. Maybe that's a key part, adventures. That forgiveness. So if this was something that you were subjected to a lot, or again, people trying to toughen you up here, Gemini Cancer, it's like getting a certain level of enlightenment around how they were either unaware, again with that Hermit energy, unaware of that type of patterning, maybe just not consciously tapped into the effects of that behavior, and allowing yourself to release it and let it go. 8 of Cups. Okay? Yeah. So that at the very least, 4 of Swords, you'll have your inner peace. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful energy here, Gemini Cancer. This has been your timeless energy check-in. I hope that you found this reading helpful and insightful, maybe filled with some confirmation around what you got going on or what's to come up here for you. Let me know your thoughts or how this resonated with you in the comments down below. And if you're new here to my channel, make sure you do hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this reading. It'll help me pick up on your energy as I do try to channel here for my subscribers. Make sure you also have that bell notification turned on to all. So at the very least, you're notified when I'm live here on my channel. So if you want to tune into that day's content, you can. And any of the messages that came forward connected with you or felt like it was a part of your story or kind of unlocked something or touched on something for you, make sure you get that thumbs button hit and lit up. I truly appreciate it, y'all. All right. And I will see you, Gemini Cancer, in our next one. Namaste.